Did the Colts make a mistake letting go of Peyton Manning for Andrew Luck? What's going on, Panther Nation? It's your boy LCameraTV here, man. And I've been working on something for a little while now, but I finally got it in place. I got my affiliate link for NFL shops, so you can cop all your NFL gear on my page. The link is in the description below, man. I know y'all want your Carolina Panthers jerseys, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. You know, I got a Cam Newton jersey. I'm trying to get a Christian McCaffrey and a Luke Kuechly, you know what I'm saying? I got offense. I definitely need defense, man. So any NFL fan or Panther fan that wants some NFL gear, come to my affiliate link, cop some jerseys, cop some mugs, cop some stuff, man. Make sure you represent the Carolina Panthers when they're in London and wherever else, man. And thank y'all for showing love and tuning in. Definitely cop some gear. If y'all don't want the L camera, you might as well get the Carolina. Yo! LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share some cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Roma.com and wherever else. And guys, we got some breaking news. Obviously, you know, for y'all who are under a rock right now, a certain quarterback announced his retirement. We got to talk about that. We also got to talk about the team that decided to let go of a legend for this quarterback and how he got his money. Then we got to talk about that. And how this might affect the Panthers in their Super Bowl run a few years back. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is breaking news, guys. Andrew Luck has informed the Indianapolis Colts that he's retiring from the NFL. Now, obviously, this comes as a shock to everybody. Andrew Luck, yes, had his injury history, but he was seen by most people as a great quarterback. He was seen by most people as, you know, the second coming of Peyton Manning. He was seen, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, just thought how amazing he was. Even last year, he had a bounce back year and won comeback player of the year. So Andrew Luck was kind of a golden boy in most analysts and football analysts' eyes. But the funny thing is he constantly had injuries. Obviously, he had a shoulder injury. He had comeback player of the year, and in the beginning of this year, he's been dealing with ankle, calf injury kind of situation. So, you know, people were like, okay, you know, he's having an injury, whatever. But they thought he was still going to start for week 1. The funny thing is, though, is that he just told the Colts that he's done, which is unbelievable, man. I'm still, you know, speechless from it. But it just kind of goes to show that maybe the Colts made a bad decision. Because obviously, yes, Peyton Manning was coming off neck surgery. And yes, Peyton Manning, you know, was you know, not what he was in the past. But they really believed in Andrew Luck, and now they're in a situation where they have no quarterback and the season's just about to start, which is crazy too because the season's right around the corner. It's not like they're going to be able to find some diamond in the rough right now, you know what I'm saying? So most likely they're going to have a bad season because no team is great without their quarterback, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, they got Jacoby Brissett, but I don't see that really panning out for them. But this is just shocking, man. It's absolutely crazy. I'm surprised. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was having his injury history or whatever, but for him to up and retire, I mean, there's a lot of guys who would love to be in Andrew Luck's position. This one, Eric Berry. Eric Berry dealt with a lot of injuries, a lot of situations, and still wanted to play football. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird when a guy who, yes, he's dealt with injuries, but is a quarterback, you know what I'm saying, face of a franchise, just ups and retired because he says he's worn down. That was really shocking to me, but, you know, I haven't been in his position, man. I haven't dealt with multiple injuries and multiple things like that. So, you know, I can't say what's the right thing for him. Obviously, this is the best decision for Andrew Luck, but to me, it's like, it's just shocking how somebody just, you know, lets you go, man. You know, I mean, but you see it's happening a lot more. You know what I'm saying? David Irving did it, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just, but every time I see it, man, I'm just blown, especially when it's the face of a franchise like this. And the other thing I want to talk about is you guys realize that Andrew Luck signed a $100 million contract, and it was guaranteed. Well, I think it was like $127 million, $100 million guaranteed, and I don't know how that whole thing's gonna play out, but it was guaranteed. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna get that money. I don't know, you know, obviously I don't know how the contract was structured and stuff like that, but that's a lot of money to lose out on a guaranteed contract. But the funny thing is like I said, you know, the Colts thought Peyton Manning was washed up. I mean, they didn't think he could become Peyton Manning in the past. But now you have a quarterback that just left you. And it just goes to show that, you know, sometimes you gotta appreciate what you have when you got it. You know what I'm saying? Because Peyton Manning, we all know, was a legendary quarterback. You know what I'm saying? 2 Super Bowl wins. You know, had basically a bunch of passing records until Drew Brees broke most of them. So Peyton Manning was that guy. And it's hard to hit gold twice. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to hit, you know what I'm saying, the jackpot 2 times in a row. And they thought they did that, you know what I'm saying, the Indianapolis Colts did. But they did. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Luck, like I said, is a very good player, but it doesn't seem like he loves the game of football to me. And I know a lot of people are going to be kind of upset with my take on this, but there's a lot of people who would, you know, kill for the situation Andrew Luck was in as far as, you know, beginning to play football. And I understand injuries happen and stuff like that, whatever, but I look at Tom Brady, who's like 42 and still playing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, yeah, you can say, oh, he doesn't get hit, he doesn't have injuries, but he could have retired at any point in time. You know what I'm saying? He's 42 years old. He retired, but he still played. Brett Favre, older guy, you know what I'm saying, played until he literally got bounty gated and just was getting hit left and right. So it goes to show you, maybe it's just, and I see this a lot with, like I said, with younger players. So maybe it's just people don't love the game the way it is. Maybe they love what it can do for them and not so much the game itself. And that's a very sad thing, because there's definitely players, you can see it on the field, they love the game of football. You know what I'm saying? They never want to give it up. But for Andrew Luck to give up the game of football like this, you know, especially so abruptly, you know what I'm saying, it's baffling to me. And then you also got to think about this too. You know, what if he retires and tries to come back to another team? Is his rights guaranteed, or, you know what I'm saying, solidified with the Colts? What if he waits 5 years and comes back? You'd never know. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you've seen Richie Incognito do stuff like that. Obviously, Ryan Khalil did that recently. So, how is this going to play out? Maybe he just doesn't trust the Colts organization anymore. He felt like this is the best way to handle this situation. Who knows? But all I know is Andrew Luck said he's done with the NFL, and the Indianapolis Colts are left holding the bag. And we'll see what happens. You know, they're obviously in the quarterback market again. Let's see if they trade for somebody, or if they, you know, maybe they could trade Will Grier. Let's see if we can trade Will Grier and get some draft picks for Panther fans. So hopefully that happens. We'll see. And finally, with this whole Andrew Luck retiring thing going about, it makes me think, what would have happened if Andrew Luck didn't go to the Colts and Peyton Manning didn't go to the Broncos? Maybe the Carolina Panthers would have been Super Bowl winners. Now bear with me here. Come with me. The Broncos beat the Patriots in, you know, the AFC Championship game to get to the Super Bowl. Now, with a Peyton Manning-less Broncos team, I don't think would have made it, me personally. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Peyton Manning was not the same person, but he's still Peyton Manning. He still could dissect defenses, and he still could, you know, do audibles and stuff like that. So that his mind was still sharp. It's just his arm didn't have the strength to put the ball out there. Now, let's say they didn't get there, and let's say the Pats got there. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Luck gets drafted by the Washington Redskins. You know, they have a good season, but they obviously don't go far, just like RG3 did. And they get to the Super Bowl. Patriots get to the Super Bowl versus the Carolina Panthers. I think we would have won that game. Why? Because one of the main things that year was the Panthers had the number 2 ranked defense, the Broncos had the number 1 ranked defense, and the Panthers had the number 1 ranked offense. The Panthers defense would have corralled Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? If you look at, you know, the most recent games we played against each other in the regular season, we played pretty well against them. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Cam Newton wouldn't have to deal with pass rush like Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware hitting them left and right. Maybe that game would have went differently. Maybe the cornerbacks, you know, and Chris Harris Jr. and Aqib Talib would not have stifled our receiving game in Ted Ginn and Fitted Brown and Jericho Cotchery. It might have went really differently on that game. So the Colts letting go of Peyton Manning might have been the main reason why the Carolina Panthers are not Super Bowl champions at this time. It's funny how things work out that way. But, you know, obviously, like I said, it's all speculation. This is how I feel. It's what I'm thinking about. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think if Peyton Manning didn't go to the Broncos, would we be the Super Bowl champs that year, or would the Patriots beat us? Let us know in the comment section, man. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with y'all cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and YOOOO.com and wherever else. And guys, in the comment section, do you think Andrew Luck loves the game of football? Because to be honest with you, I don't think he does, man. I think he loved what it did for him and not so much the game for itself. Let me know what you think the Carolina Panthers would have won the Super Bowl if Peyton Manning would have been on the Colts and Andrew Luck would be on the Washington Redskins and we played the Patriots. Let me know that in the comment section below. And how do you feel about Andrew Luck retiring in general? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm shocked by it. I'm I'm very disappointed by it actually, and you know, but that's just how things go. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best course of action for him. So it is what it is. Check out the Spreadshirt account and the Patreon page. Those links are in the description below. Check out my boy Ron Arnstein's page. Very funny dude, very talented. He has his video gonna be on the end screen. Like I said, we got a podcast together. Definitely check it out. We talk about crazy topics. Definitely think you guys like it. Show to all the Panther fans. You might Panther related, you might football related. Y'all already know. LCameraTV rock on Panther Nation. Panther Nation rock on LCameraTV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing love, man. And this is shocking, man. This is very shocking. You know, I'm still trying to get over it, whatever. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing love, man. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.